Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray, brought to you proudly by Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Barton Power Sports, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Best Care Home Services.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790, the flagship station here, but also in Brownsville on 1520 AM and 95.3 in Jackson on News Talk 101.5. Talking outdoors for 90 minutes every Saturday morning, the fastest outdoor radio show that I think there is. And Don King and Betsy Woods from the TWRA are in studio. Don's already pulled out that guitar and played some music for us. And we talked turkey on the last segment. We're going to switch over to bass fishing now. So I've retained David Best to sit in since he is in the bass fishing business of selling lures and things along that line. And John Gordon, of course, being the second Saturday. John is sitting in with us also. We're going to talk right now to Glenn Walker. He is the VP Operations for our good friends at Providence Marketing Group, and we always appreciate anyone from Providence because they have helped us have some guests from Outdoors with Larry over the years. Good morning, Glenn.
Hey, good morning, guys. How's it going this great Saturday?
Well, we want to find out what's it like in up there in you're in Minnesota, or where are you? Where are you?
Yes, Minnesota. Yep.
Minnesota. I like that. Yeah, Minnesota. Yeah. What kind of?
And that's about what we're at. This spring has been agonizing. We are our lakes still are iced over, so I'm
give me a break. Yeah.
Anxiously awaiting to get out on the water. So the Mississippi River is just finally opened up. They sent the first barge up through Lake Pepin here just this past week. So
yeah.
We'll finally start to get going fishing here probably in the next week, and finally get things going. It's been a long winter, and watching everyone down south catching bass is just agonizing for me.
Oh well, I know you guys. All the tents are off the lakes now. I guess. I mean, just we're not ice fishing right now, but we're getting close to real fishing, right?
Exactly. Yep. We're getting a snowstorm here today again, and so hopefully this is the last one. And hopefully it's from here on out. It's green grass, blue water, and sunny skies because it's getting sick of looking at all the white stuff on the ground.
Come on now, Glenn. You live there. I mean, you're from there. I mean, nobody.
Yeah.
Are you tied down with ropes? I mean, you could leave, but it is where you are. And
Yep. I just got to make the best of it. So once we get going here, things will get going pretty well for them, and it should be a good season. And looking forward to getting back out there and picking up where I left off from last season.
And tell our listeners, Glenn, I know you're with Providence Marketing, but let's talk a little bit about your love of fishing, and let's talk about how you prepare for fishing in Minnesota compared to us down here. Now, so you've been tournament fishing, you've done that for a long time. Out of Savage, Minnesota. Now, that's close to where? What's that?
That's a southwest suburb of the Twin Cities. So I'm about 40 minutes just with traffic to Lake Minnetonka, which Bassmaster's been here, FLW has been here. So that's kind of our main bass fishing lake in the Twin Cities metro area. And then, we have this great pond just about an hour and a half north of the Twin Cities. I'm sure people have heard of it, Lake Mille Lacs.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Well, you're a land of 1,000 lakes, man. I mean, what you need? Could you ship 3 or 4 of them down here? We need. We got nice lakes down here, but you've got some good. Again, we'll talk to Glenn Walker. He is a VP Operations for Providence Marketing. So talk a little bit about your job, Glenn, and at the same time, your love of fishing?
Yeah, sure. So basically, I've been able to kind of blend my passion, my lifelong passion of bass fishing into a career in the outdoors industry. We have a lot of our clients are on the hunting side, so I'm able to take my knowledge of marketing and media and PR and take it both from the hunting to our hunting clients, and then also to some of our new clients on the fishing side, and also to my personal endeavors, on the for fishing tournaments and writing articles and doing that type of stuff. So I'm very fortunate and blessed to be able to do what I do, and
yes,
it's really allows me to kind of be on the forefront of seeing a lot of very cool things in this industry. We have a great new client in the fishing industry. It's called Lure Lock, and they launched here last November, and we just came out at the Bassmaster Classic. Was kind of our major release party, as you could say. And we have Gerald Swindle, Matt Lee, Seth Fighter. We have a real great pro team representing us on the Elite Series, and these cases are just pretty remarkable and kind of turning the tackle storage world literally upside down. There's a patented gel in the bottom of the cases, and it locks your lures in, so that way there's no more accidental spills. You don't have to worry about your hooks or your treble hooks on your hard baits or your worm hooks banging around on each other when you're running down the lake and getting dull. So I mean, that's been you talk about preparation, and I'm probably fortunate and also unfortunate that I have a lot of time to prepare my gear for the upcoming season, just because our off season is so long up here compared to guys fishing down south. So I have all winter to get my gear ready, and so I've switched over everything to these Lure Lock cases, and it's really allowing me to keep my gear organized and secure for the season. And so that way, during the season, I don't have to worry about reorganizing, cases as often as I used to. And
tell us, this is Lure Lock. How do you spell that again now?
Lure Lock. So LURELOCK.com.
It's an amazing tackle system, and if you got the G-Man on there as one of your pros, that's he's big. And if Gerald, who's been on this show many times, can say that's what he's using, he's not going to just try it out. He must be convinced it works. And I've heard nothing but promising things. Now, is that out now? Is it available in some tackle stores, or because some people have asked me about where do they go?
We have great retail support. Bass Pro Shops, Cabela's, Academy Sports, Tackle Warehouse.
That's where I saw it.
A lot of the big retailers, but then a lot of the we have great distribution also, and a lot of regional tackle shops as well, and then also on their website lurelock.com. So great product. I highly encourage anglers to check them out. It's it's what it's allowed me to do this off season is really pare down my tackle. I need that for the day in, day out trips in the boat. Obviously, when you get into a situation where they're, crushing a, Rapala, DT6 or DT10, and up here we have to deal with those toothy critters, northern pike. So you need to. Some days you do need to have. It seems like you need to have a whole tackle store in your boat because you're getting, bit off by the pike. But and day in, day out, when you're able to go back to the truck or back to the house at night and restock, I'm kind of paring down my tackle to, eliminate, the distractions of wanting to, frequently change lures and carry just too much, and really keep it simplistic.
Well, that's what this is. And Glenn, I talked to Glenn off the air. Glenn is heavily involved and has been for many, many years for the Dick Hiley St. Jude Bass Classic held up in your neck of the woods up there. And I've heard nothing but great things about that because we love our St. Jude Bass Classic, which will be held this year on May the 30th, as usual, at Sardis Lake. And I'm honored this year to be the MC for the tournament. I'm going to be really nervous up there talking to all those guys that know how to catch fish, and I'm one of the guys that know how to catch lures and stuff like that. But tell us about that, because you guys have raised a bunch of money too, hadn't you?
Yep. Yeah. So this is I've been on the tournament committee for I believe 7 or 8 years now, and so it's the first weekend in May every year. So this year it is May 5th and 6th, and it's actually the 20th anniversary of our event. And every year it just amazes. We're all amazed at how much money the group of anglers raise. And last year, I believe we raised just over about $380,000. So great funds going to a great cause for the kids of St. Jude. Being that this year is our 20th anniversary, we've increased kind of the carrot for guys to fundraise, and for teams that fundraise a minimum of $5,000, they'll be eligible for a $20,000 first place prize in the tournament.
Woo!
So it's So the fundraising this year has been tremendous. So kind of the goal, the unofficial goal for the committee this year was to try and hit that $500,000 in fundraising. So we'll see how it all shakes out here in a couple of weeks. But the river's opening up. The fishing should be good. Both largemouth and smallmouth will be kind of putting on their pre-spawn feed bag, and really, it's a great 2-day event with a nice banquet on Saturday night where a patient family comes in, shares their story, and it's really, it puts everything in perspective on, just how fortunate, we are to be doing what we're doing, and why we're raising these funds for the kids.
I know it's just like down here. It's I don't know, David, what are we, over 40 years, I know.
Pushing 50.
Pushing 50 years down here, the granddaddy of all of them, and I know you guys do a great job, and you can't do enough for St. Jude, folks. Anything that you can do for St. Jude, and I'm humbled to be the MC. Can't wait to be down there. But Glenn, thank you, buddy, and I know folks they can go to give them that website for Providence Marketing.
Sure, yep. So you can check out Providence Marketing Group at providencemarketinggroup.net, or if you want to learn more about the St. Jude Bass Classic or any of the fishing activities that I'm doing, you can check me out at Glenn, Glenn, WalkerFishing.com.
Sounds good. Well, thank you, Glenn. Tell everybody hello for us, and we'll stay in touch. I think we got
Thanks, Larry, and everyone. I appreciate it.
All right, buddy. Thank you. All right, let's take a break on Outdoors with Larry Ray, and let's talk a little turkey right now before we close out with there's a couple of people here from Nashville we got to take care of here in a minute. I think they took the bus over here, if I'm not mistaken. We'll be right back.